friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Valerie. Alright guys, so there's been so much stuff going on with Scentsy lately, and actually for the last, I don't know, couple years, whatever, ever since Orville and Heidi have been back. And I've not really gotten on here and expressed a lot of things about what's been going on and so forth. So everybody else is doing videos now and kind of deciding what they want to do with Scentsy, because and giving people their thoughts on Scentsy. So that's what I'm doing. This is my thoughts on Scentsy. You may not agree with it. You may agree with it. But I feel like I at least want to come on here and talk to you guys about my feelings and my point of view on some things. I don't want to make this super long. Hang on just a second. Sorry, but my nose, my nose keeps draining, and I'm having some issues with that still. I know, it's been forever, right? Okay, guys. So I don't want to make this super long video, but I did want to come on and kind of tell you my kind of thoughts and opinions on Scentsy and what's going on, what has taken place prior to this, and what I want to do going forward. All right. So with my channel and other things, and a few other things too. But anyway, so I became a consultant in 2022. Actually, March of 2022. So in March, which is a few days away, I will have been a consultant for 4 years. And when I started, Orville and Heidi, they either just left for their missions trip, or they had been gone for maybe a little while, or they were getting ready to go. I don't remember exactly, but I know that when I started that I realized that, oh, the owners aren't even, present in the company. And at that point, Dan Orchard was the acting CEO of the company. And he had a sidekick that helped. I don't know what her title was, but I'm not even Lacey. Lacey was her name. And them two seemed to really have it together. Things I liked it. Things were fun. Things were good. They did the end of the month lives. They kept us informed. We got new products. It seemed very, very good, like a very good company, like a very well-run company from what I was seeing. And so I joined basically because I loved scent. I love scent, and I never really was that really didn't know what Scentsy was, what it was all about, and all that stuff. So I went ahead and just joined. I thought, I'll join, what the heck. If I don't like it, I could always, not do anything with it. But anyway, so then, and I did try to sell some stuff, and I did have some customers in the beginning, and I did actually pretty good. I hit the, what do you call it? Now I'm not going to be able to think of the right names of stuff. The shooting star, I got a shooting star award, and I hit my 1,000 lifetime sales, and I was supposed to get a 25% commission after that for lifetime, and yeah, I was doing pretty good with it. And then it started kind of dwindling off after probably 5 or 6 months. And I kind of debated whether to stay with it or just kind of get out of it at that point. But I was having a good time. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay and see where the wind takes me. And if I sell to other people, great. And if I don't, it's, I get a commission off of this and I can use that money to purchase, things that I want. So I wasn't always one to like buy all the new LTOs that were coming out, all the new collections that were coming out, because I just couldn't afford it. And I knew that I couldn't afford it. So I right away knew I wasn't going to be doing that all the time. I did buy some, and I have showcased some on my channel. And I did start putting, and I had my channel before I became a Scentsy consultant. So I started putting Scentsy on my channel as well. And I was having a good time. I was meeting some new people. I was getting involved with the wax community. It was a lot of fun. I was having a lot of fun. And then Heidi and Orville come back. And I was like, okay, I didn't know what these people looked like. I didn't know anything about these people. And some people seemed like really hyped up about it and all that. I'm like, okay, whatever, And then excuse me, watched the end of the first end of the month live that they were in. And I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed at all. And then they started like really changing a lot of things. I don't know if it was before they came back or when they came back, but they started like getting rid of products that I loved. Excuse me, guys. I got a cough. Sorry about that. I didn't want to cough in your guys' face. They started taking products away. Dish soap. Dish soap was like one of the first things I remember them taking away. And I loved their dish soap. I was so upset. And then they promised, oh, we'll bring it back, from time to time. And when they did bring it back, which is very rarely, it was always scents that I didn't like. It was always crappy scents. So I just quit buying their dish soap altogether. And they got rid of the Scentsy Soft, the fabric softener, which I love that. They got rid of that. They got rid of the Scentsy soap. They got rid of several other things. And so I was kind of getting leery at that point because to me, when companies start like diminishing sorry their product lines, it tells me that they're trying to save money. They're trying to save money. And they're starting to cut corners. And then after that, they announced that they were going to take away that 25% commission, lifetime commission for certified consultants that had hit that $1,000 or 1,000 mark. I think it's like 1,000 PRV, but a lifetime. And then we would get the 25% lifetime commission. And they took that 25% away and said we were only going to get 20. To me, you lied to me right then. Right there, you lied to me. Because when I joined, I was told specifically that if I hit that, once I hit that 1,000 lifetime number, sales number, that I would get the 25% commission. And I was getting it. And it didn't matter. I didn't have to do any minimums. No matter what I spent, no matter what I spent or anybody else spent, I got 25% of it. If it was $100, I got 25% of that 100. So if it was $10, I got 25% of that $10. It didn't matter. I didn't have to have like a threshold or anything. And then they changed it out of the blue. And I felt lied to at that point. And I almost decided to leave them. But I thought, okay, let's not do anything in haste. Let's just stick with it and see what happens. And hindsight is 2020. I should have I should have left them, looking back. And but I didn't. I stayed. And so I just, decided, I'm going to do this for fun for me. And if I sell some along the way, that's fine. And that's kind of the way I did it. So I wasn't doing it for like, to have a business. I'm employed. I have been on my job for 19 years. So I'm employed. It that pays my bills, and I have retirement fund and all that stuff. So this was just gonna be like my fun money, my money for fun, money to buy the wax, that kind of thing. And but things just keep going downhill and downhill and downhill. And I kept kind of watching these lives off and on, and I was really put off by both Heidi and Orville. With Orville, he is so condescending, and and I don't know. Um, Acts like everybody around him is dumb and stupid. Acts like his consultants are dumb and stupid, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Um, and Heidi, all she does is cry. I'm sorry, but I think it's fake. I think that crying crap is fake. Um, I'm a tough woman, and it takes a lot for me to cry for real. And it's just crying over nothing. I mean, that's what gets me. She starts, talking about something that happened 15 years ago, and then starts breaking down. I mean, it kind of makes me wonder, who the heck are these people? I mean, he's condescending and controlling, and she is a emotional, disastrous mess. So anyway, um, it just I just never have liked him. I'm sorry, I've just never liked him. And now we have all found out that they are sending PR boxes to influencers that aren't even consultants, that don't even know what Scentsy products are. They're not even a customer of Scentsy. And they're getting $300 to $400 PR boxes. And we don't get nothing for free. We don't get jack for free. We don't even get samples for free. Everything we have to pay for. And it's BS. I'm sorry. It's BS. And I'm trying to say this as diplomatic as I can, and I don't want to cuss. I'm a Christian woman, and cussing is hard for me. I do, when I get mad, I have a really bad potty mouth, but I try not to. So I'm trying to refrain from that. So but I was upset. I was very upset when I was seeing this and everything going on. I felt very much stabbed in the back. A lot of people were describing it as a slap across the face. Yeah, I felt like that, but I also felt like they were just stabbing me in the back, and that they have been for quite some time, and to me, I think that I had heard rumors that they were thinking about going affiliate, and people were thinking they would eventually go affiliate. And it's a business. They're a business. If they want to go affiliate, that's fine. They have every right to do so. But they also, I believe, have a responsibility to the consultants who have built their business to where it is, to be at least honest and straightforward with us, to give us honest information about what they are doing. They're all about, oh, it's your business, it's your business. No, it's their business, okay? It's not my business, it's theirs. If it was my business, I wouldn't be making these stupid, I wouldn't make making these stupid mistakes or decisions, because I'm not a dumbass. Sorry, I'm not. I have common sense, and I listen to people, and I hear what people want. As far as consultants and customers, and they don't. They don't listen. So you learn a lot by shutting your mouth and listening to people. And I don't think that they can do that. But anyway, I got lost track of what I was saying. Oh, and so to me, yeah, if they want to go affiliate, they have every right to go affiliate. But like I said, they have the responsibility to let and inform their consultants. They owed us the truth, We deserved the respect of them coming and telling us beforehand, before acting upon that, look, this is what we're going to do. This is what we want to do. And this is where we want to take our company. I would have respected them more had they been honest and upfront. But no, they were deceitful. They were underhanded. They were like sneaking around behind our backs, doing this without ever being honest, to their consultants. And I'm sorry, but when you have a consultant, or people who are underneath you, or you're working underneath you, whatever the case may be, that depends on your company to make a living or make money. And there's a lot of consultants out there that do. This is their business. This is what they do. It is their livelihood. It's not mine. It's not a lot of ours. But there are some that are. And if nothing else, they should have informed them, so that they could maybe make other arrangements before they go totally affiliate and get rid of us consultants. So, and these PR people, these influencers are getting PR codes to give out, and so people can save money. And then since he changed the website so that nobody has to have a consultant to purchase. So that's undercutting your consultants again. So, you sent out free PR, stabbed us in the back. You made the website so that they don't have to have a consultant to purchase, which stabbed us in the back. You weren't honest with us up front. You were deceitful, and that was stabbing us in the back. And many, many more things, I'm sure. But with all that being said, I was not happy. I was very furious, and this isn't even my livelihood, okay? So I can only imagine the consultants where it is their livelihood, that they put all their blood, sweat, and tears into this, and heart, and just to keep getting abused. It's like abuse. And it has to end. I don't think Scentsy is as financially sound as what everybody thinks they are. I think just because the company's on top doesn't mean that company can't hit rock bottom. They just have a little bit longer and farther to fall. And I think they're scrambling hard to do whatever they can to save their company. That's what I think. I think it's a sinking ship. I've heard other people that says they don't think Scentsy will ever go out of business and all that. That's fine. That's their opinion. This is my opinion. I've seen it too many times with companies. And I'm probably older than the average consultant. I'm 58 years old. So, I've seen a lot of things happen in business. So anyway, I think that's where they're at. And do I blame them for trying to save their business? No, I do not. But they are absolutely not going about it the right way. It shows their character, not only as business owners, but it shows their character as people. And what I've seen there is no character. They're willing to do anything and everything just to save their company. And if they're not doing it to save their company, then they're just greedy. Then they just got to be greedy. So anyway, either or, it doesn't matter to me. You know, so what I'm going to do in the future, this is what I'm going to do and what I'm choosing to do. If somebody else chooses to do something different, I'm not going to throw shade to them. I'm not going to quit watching their channel or anything like that. You know, everybody has a right to their own opinions and thoughts and to be able to act upon them accordingly. All right. So this is what I want to do. And this is what I kind of already had started doing. So last year, I wasn't very happy with the way things were going. So I decided, okay, I'm going to take a year and I'm just going to stock up on the things that I want. I want to, you know, things that I want just in case I decided to get out and not wanting to purchase from Scentsy ever again or for a long period of time. So then I kind of went on a low buy for most of the year. So I really wasn't really buying a whole lot. And then I kind of got back into Scentsy and I've been purchasing stuff. So I am stocking up right now on the fall scents. I've been really stocking up on a lot of the fall scents. Some of the bringbacks that they brought back, or that, not the bringbacks, but the stuff that they're throwing in the sale clearance section. I've been stocking up a lot on those. If they're in my clubs, after I stock up, they're out of my club. So I'm dwindling my clubs down like that and just doing a major stock up. And then when I'm out of that bar, then I'm done. You know, I'm done with that. I'm done with that scent. And in the meantime, I'll kind of maybe watch and see if it comes back. If it does, I may stock up again and I may not. You know, it depends on how I'm feeling at that moment. So I'm not saying that I am never going to buy from Scentsy again, because you don't know what the future may bring. You know, you don't know. But I am going to take a reprieve from it for a while. With that being said, right now I have a party to close out. So I am kind of trying to decide whether I want to close it out before tomorrow, the end of tomorrow, or if I want to wait till after March 1st. So I don't know whether I want to just go ahead and get more of the fall scents stock up, because there is a few more that I'd like to get more of before the catalog switches over, or do I want to wait and do some of my summer ones too? But anyway, my clubs are getting slashed. I'm going to be getting, I think the monthly one is supposed to go through tomorrow. And then that one, after that one goes through, that one's getting deleted out. And then I have a quarterly and I have a bi-monthly. And I'm slashing them. I'm slashing the crap out of them. Yeah, bars that I've been stocking up on, they're getting kicked out. There are ones that I'm going to keep are ones that are very unique to me scents, and scents that I don't think I can just find anywhere else. Like, for instance, gingerbread pecan waffles. That one, it smells like pumpkin pecan waffles to me. I can get that with any vendor. You know, everybody has it, you know, so it's not like a big deal to keep getting that bar. I like about that bar. I think it's a good bar. I did do some stock up on it. You know, I got several bars of it, but knowing that, it's not going in my club because I can get it somewhere else. But Silverville's, on the other hand, it's pretty unique scent. So that one, even if I have some stock up done on that one, but that's going in my club for a while. Now, will I always keep these clubs? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But I guess I didn't really tell you guys what my plan is, other than I started giving you the list of my plan. I'm phasing out of Scentsy, okay? But I'm not going to do it like instantly because my party closed out and because I want to stock up on the scents that I do love. I shouldn't have to pay and be without the scents that I love because of what Scentsy has done. And I'm choosing to phase out because of the dishonesty. And I don't want to be um, part of that type of a company. I don't want to represent a company that is underhanded and backstabbing and dishonest and has no moral character when it comes to business or anything in life. Because if they're like that in their business, they're like that in their everyday life too. They have to be. If they had true moral character, that would carry through into their business as well. But it doesn't. So anyway, I don't want to help them make any more money than necessary, but I shouldn't have to pay and do without the products that I love either. Now, Scentsy's products are great products, absolutely wonderful products. Very few have I gotten that weren't. And I'm not going to be getting LTOs, and I'm not going to be trying the new scents because from what I'm seeing, the new scents and the LTOs are very light. And people are calling them, what was it? I heard somebody say that they were, they didn't call them light. They're using a different phrase for it. I can't remember now. But I thought, that's very interesting. It just means light, but it's kind of a roundabout way of saying it. But anyway, so, and they said they're going with, so the fact of the matter is they're trying to say that these lighter scents is what's appealing to younger people. And the fact of the matter is they just are saving money on their oils. They're saving money on their oils and still pushing the bars out for the same amount of money. That's my opinion. And I'm sorry, but I don't have a very optimistic opinion about some things in life. I'm I'm a realist when it comes to those kind of things. Anyway, so I'm phasing out because of the dishonesty. It's not because, they're it is because they're undercutting the consultant, but it's not because it's going to affect my livelihood. It's because of the dishonesty and what they're doing. I think it's wrong. I think it's underhand. I think it's dirty. The consultants they have helped build their company. And I'm a newer consultant, so I don't feel as betrayed by them as what I would have if I had been with them for 20 years, even 10 years. There's a lot of consultants out there that's been with them for a very, very long time and been very loyal to them. And they cannot reciprocate the loyalty to those people. And that's sad. That is so sad. And that is wrong. So I don't want to do business with that kind of people. I don't want to be associated with those kind of people. I don't want to promote those kind of people. All right. That being said, I think I've made that pretty clear. I am going to be doing some of my clubs for a little while. I don't know how long, until I get comfortable with my stock up. And I am going to let go of some of even my very well loved unique bars. I'm going to let go of them too, eventually. But I have to do things, for me, I have to do things in phases. I know some people just up and quit and cancel everything. That's fine if that works for them. But I do things a little bit different. And I'm interested to see what's going to happen on the lives. I'm filming this February 27th, and we'll see if there's a live on February 28th. I haven't seen it. I looked on Facebook to see if maybe uh, there's any mention of it, and I haven't seen anything. So we'll see. And I definitely want to tune in on that live. So this is what's going on at this point. I will not get this video uploaded until tomorrow night, so it probably won't be up until March 1st. Um, anyway, I want to let you guys kind of know what's going on. As far as my customers, I really don't have any customers anymore. I had a few of them that did purchase from time to time, and then when, life got tough, utility bills went up, gas was going up, food was going up. People didn't, people quit spending money on non-necessity items, and wax is a non-necessity item. And I don't blame people. I understand that. Your shelter and food and clothing and your transportation, all that's more important than having a bar of wax. And I get that. So, yeah, so it's a perfect time for me to kind of bow out. Now, my website came up for renewal, and I did not renew it. So I'm one step there too. So I'm making plans to exit. I just don't know when. As far as my channel, guys, I still am planning to show you the hauls I'm going to be getting from Scentsy. I mean, I'm going to get my, club hauls. I'm going for a little while, and I'm going to be doing a party closeout. I'm going to get a haul for that. I think I have a haul. I have a haul sitting in my other room right now that I need to do, and it's a big one. And then I have another big haul that was supposed to be here today, but it wasn't shipped. I didn't get it today. So hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. So I've got a couple of those to do yet. So I'm still going to go ahead and do those because it's fun content, and I'm not going to let Scentsy ruin that for any of you that maybe love to watch them, Am I going to ban Scentsy products on my channel? No. If I warm Scentsy, and it's in my what I've been warming basket, I'm going to show you what I've been warming, I'm going to let you know. But yeah, I'm not going to buy any more new LTOs, and the new stuff because the lightness of them, and I just think they're boring. They just seem boring to me. There's just nothing that is appealing to me at all. And the way they're bringing things out too, it is too much in a month's time to have, I don't know how many scents they're bringing out and how many warmers they're bringing out, and trying to keep up with that as a consultant, even as a customer, No, I don't want to do any of that. I have decided either scents that I love, I know that I love them, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. Now, I know Bring Back My Bars, I always enjoyed those, so I'm kind of not sure what I'm going to do with that there, because a lot of them are scents that I may not have tried before, but they're older scents, so I don't know. I haven't decided that far ahead. And as far as clubs, I do want to get some more club bricks as well. Because blueberry cheesecake is a love of mine. So there are some bricks. So I'm probably going to put in a club order for bricks eventually. Yeah, I'm exiting out, but it may take a few months for me to do so. So that's where we're at with Scentsy. That's where I'm at with Scentsy. To replace some Scentsy content, this is going to free me up to try maybe some new vendors that I've been wanting to try and just haven't because my money was going to Scentsy. Sorry, guys. So, yeah. So if you guys have any good vendors you want me to try, put it down in the comments below. And give me your thoughts on Scentsy as well. On what's been going on. I'd like to hear your opinions. I've been watching a lot of people's videos, really, and it's been very interesting to watch. And it's definitely something that has affected all of us as consultants. And I think even our customers, it has affected as well. And not in a positive, good way. Um, some other things, I think I might start doing some clothing unboxings again. Those were always fun. I've been thinking about putting in for a Stitch Fix box. Right now they have free styling fee, so I could get the box sent to me for free. And then I would just have to pay for anything that I kept. And I used to do those a lot. I used to do Nadine West. I was an ambassador for Nadine West. And then I just stepped away from it because it was just too overwhelming with everything else I was trying to do. So, yeah, Stitch Fix I used to do. I used to do Transcend. So I may do some, not a lot, but I may do some of those. And maybe I might find, some makeup boxes and do some makeup unboxings. I used to do a lot of those too. So I may bring some old content back in. But I also want to concentrate on doing some more retail wax too. I am finding some really good retail stuff. But I'd also like to do like some Goose Creeks. I found some really great Goose Creek wax melts. I'd like some Kringle wax melts. And maybe some candles as well. I've not tried any of those. So yeah, I may sprinkle in some more retail wax, that type of retail wax as well. Plus, of course, any of my Walmart wax. So that's another little trick up my sleeve that I thought about too. And of course, like I said, trying some new vendors, checking some of them out. That would be, I think, it'd be a lot of fun. I'm also right now concentrating on the Pharmacist's Daughter. They're going out of business, so I do have an order of theirs coming in. I ordered their first pre-order since they announced they're closing, and I think there's going to be 2 more this year. I think only 2 more. Am I wrong? Is there maybe 3 more? 2 or 3 more. And I'm going to probably order on each one of them because I love their wax and I want to get stocked up on it. And I also want to concentrate more on using my wax. And not just Scentsy, but also really getting into more of the vendor stuff as well. And my retail stuff. I have a lot of retail. I have a lot of vendor and that kind of thing. So I also want to get my collection videos going too. I want to show you my Scentsy collection. I want to show you my Sassy Girl Aroma collection. I want to show you my Lavender and Speckles collection. I really want to go through and do collection videos with my wax. I did it with my Bath and Body Works stuff. I also want to do my candles too. I have a lot of candles I'd like to show you guys as well. And maybe even my eyeshadow palettes, because I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, guys. So anyway, give me thoughts down below on some other stuff that you may want to see. And I'll try to work some of this stuff in. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. Thanks for listening. And you guys have a great day. And if you're new, this is not the type of content we normally deal with. So I have a lot of fun stuff on here. We have, we do all kinds of wax. We do Bath and Body Works and perfume. I don't do like tons of perfume, but I do like, I like dupe perfumes, to tell you the truth, because they're cheaper. I don't do high-end stuff, because I'm a cheapo. But anyway, if you like that kind of stuff, feel free to click the subscribe button and join our fam. We'd love to have you. And then click the notification bell so you're notified of any of my new uploaded videos, because you don't want to miss out on anything. And you guys that have done that, thank you guys so very, very much. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll see you next time, all right? May God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye.